Hello. Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. I'm not gonna wear this is silly. It's finally happened. Donald Trump is now president of the United States. So this has been a meme for the past 7 years at this point now. Donald Trump wins the Republican nomination. Donald Trump wins the US presidential election. And just the other day, Donald Trump has finally been inaugurated as the US president. I'm not shocked, because we've known since November that it was going to happen. What I want to do with the next few minutes of your time, thanks for watching, is to look at the internet's reaction to Donald Trump. I could spend the whole video talking about how Trump will be a terrible person and how he's the worst, or the opposite, talk about how he could be potentially a good president. But no. What I've found nearly more interesting and entertaining, and what I hope you will as well, is the internet's reaction to Donald Trump, is what people on social media, on news articles, this, that, and the other, what have people been saying. We're gonna start off by having a little watch of his inauguration speech, followed by looking at what people have been saying, and then I might give my opinion. But who cares, right? Here's the man himself.
People of the world.
There's the emoji. There it is, straight away.
We, the citizens of America, are now joined
By the hip.
We must protect our borders from the ravages of other countries.
Right, so he says that, and then...
There is no room for prejudice.
So he goes from saying...
The ravages of other countries...
To...
No room for prejudice.
Moving on.
You will never be ignored again.
Unless you're homeless, or gay, or transgender, or black, or an immigrant, or liberal, or pro-choice. Just... full of holes. I could spend all day quoting Trump out of context and using what he said against him, because it's very easy to do that. So there are just one or two things that stuck out to me within his inauguration speech. Now, there was obviously much more things that I could criticize him on, and just the whole level of the speech, the quality just wasn't anything special. But however, we're on to the next stage of seeing what the rest of the internet had to say. Obviously, my first choice of anything news related is going to be the Lad Bible. One of my favorite things that people picked up on within the whole inauguration was George Bush losing a fight against a poncho. Oh, there's a video. You have to feel bad for him. Even though he did start a war that claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of civilians, but shh. A wonderful meme that graced my palette was the Huffington Post's new cover photo. You can see the comparisons. It's a meme. This woman flipped off Trump during his first speech as president. So we have the leader of the rebellion here against Trump giving him the finger, and BuzzFeed made they made a full article about it. A very nicey spicy meme that I came across was the Donald Trump plagiarizing Bane in his inauguration speech.
And giving it back to you, the people.
And we give it back to you, the people.
Who would you prefer as president? Donald Trump, the sexist, misogynistic, xenophobic, ableist, 70-year-old man, or Bane, the Batman villain who actually kills people? Now, on the actual date of the inauguration, the 20th of January, I was watching it live on YouTube. And while I was there, I took a few screenshots of, because there was a live feed of comments coming through, just open to the world, and there were some very interesting comments, to say the least. Mr. Ribs123 says, if any of you leftist commies come to Canada, you're gonna get the jackboot to the face. Those are brave words, Mr. Ribs. Can you follow them up? Gavin says penis. We've old values saying kick Muslims, kick gays, kick feminism, kick leftist, kick pedophiles, kick degeneration, hail Trump. That's very funny, is all these groups of people are all very different. Islam is a religion. To be gay is a sexual orientation. Feminism is a civil rights movement. To be left is a political stance. Pedophilia is a crime, and degeneration is a word. And of course, hail Emperor Trump. I can't wait for the next Hunger Games. Tony Montana saying, kill the Queen. Why bring the Queen into this? What has she done to you? She's like 1 million and in England. Joe Soap adds to the conversation and says, when can we start smashing the Muslims to pieces? Basically, all these were just spilling in, everyone falling all over each other. It was an absolute mess of hate and racism. Something a little bit more serious is the official White House website, whitehouse.gov, have taken down their pages on LGBT and climate change. So that's shit. But it's early days yet. Maybe it'll be replaced with something else. But at the same time, it's a Republican Congress House party. They're more kind of anti this, anti that, more conservative. So global warming isn't a thing. But let's look at some memes. Here we have a picture saying 1,000 words, and you might have seen it. It's Obama's inauguration in 09 with a fucking shit ton of people, and Trump's in 17 with fuck all people. I mean, look how little the amount of people that are there. Just as you can only see a few. And with Obama's, there's just so many. Everybody is dressed all fancy, and Bernie Sanders shows up wearing a regular ass winter coat and a sweater from 1997. So what you've just seen there the last while now has just been a kind of varied reaction to Trump now being the president of the United States. No, I'm not particularly pro-Trump. I'm not pro-Hillary either. I'm pro none of them. Mainly because I'm Irish. And the whole world has been getting caught up in this presidential election because it's become a meme. Because these are celebrities, you know, these are household names at this point, and Trump will say something offensive and people will go crazy over it, and then Hillary will do something stupid and people go crazy over it, and America is completely divided. That's shit. But being from Ireland, it's not a big deal for me, hopefully, and I hope it won't become one in the future. So after watching this video, if you have anything to say, anything to add to the conversation, leave a comment, or just fight. You know, I want to see some fucking hate going, guys. Fucking kill each other. Alright, guys, don't forget to build a wall and make America great again. I'll see you next week.